Hello everyone, and welcome to channel dedicated to sharing knowledge for comprehensive self-development through the exploration of valuable books. Today, we'll be diving into a captivating and practical topic relevant to modern life: how to live and work effectively without exerting excessive effort. Have you ever found yourself in a situation like this? The more you try to accomplish something, the less the results meet your expectations. You work overtime late into the night, only to see your project lose money. You pour your heart into caring for your children, yet they become increasingly disobedient. For years, you're busy striving, making sacrifices, and putting in relentless effort, but you still don't achieve the life you desire. Conversely, some things you do effortlessly lead to success. Why does this happen? Shouldn't it be true that the harder you work, the luckier you get? Greg McKeown, in his book Effortless, Make It Easier to Do What Matters Most, reveals that effort is not always synonymous with glory, and excessive effort can be counterproductive. A rope stretched too tightly will break, and the same applies to effort. If you overexert yourself, you'll place an immense burden on your perception. When you overthink, worry excessively about gains and losses, and fear winning, losing, or failing, this psychological weight can make your actions rigid, forced, and unnatural, ultimately leading to worse outcomes. Therefore, learning to ease up and relax in a scientific manner can help you live and work more effectively. If you find your life too busy and stressful with no escape, if you want to uncover the secrets of ease and optimize your life, and if you aspire to both work and enjoy life simultaneously, today's book can provide solutions to these challenges. Now, let's delve into Bar Vision's insights on what it truly means to live enjoyably through Greg McKeown's book, Effortless. Make It Easier to Do What Matters Most. Greg McKeown is recognized as the Stephen Covey of the 21st century. Stephen Covey was a renowned educator, speaker, and author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which I've previously introduced. Greg McKeown, on the other hand, is a young global leader who teaches at Stanford University and advocates for the effortless leadership approach, aiming to help people escape mediocrity and live enjoyably, working efficiently with ease. Moreover, a life that feels suffocating might stem from excessive exertion. The book presents a scenario of a man named Miz who works diligently at a financial firm. He surpasses all his colleagues, working over 80 hours a week. As a result, he's quickly promoted, which only makes him work even harder, often staying until the early hours. Miz often says, hard work can solve any problem. However, after a financial crisis, he's unexpectedly fired. Miz feels deeply resentful, asking, "What did I do wrong? Why was I fired along with those who didn't work as hard? After all these years of tireless effort, I get this." His heart is filled with resentment. But in real life, what can we do? In reality, many individuals are like Miz, swamped with tasks from morning till night, leaving no time for themselves. We're taught from a young age that the harder we work, the luckier we become, requiring significant effort and sacrifices. Aspiring to great achievements, launching a business, or seeking success often entails preparing to endure hardship and accept potential setbacks. However, excessive exertion can backfire. Overexertion arises when you become overly focused, setting grand ambitions, and placing excessive weight on achieving goals at any cost, resulting in tension and stress. The more stressful a person's life is, the more likely they are to enter a cycle of the harder you try, the more you fail. At this point, the author suggests an alternative approach, regularly pausing and asking yourself, is there an easier way? In a book explaining the theory of relativity in simple terms, it's shown that Einstein's formulation of the theory, often perceived as a grand discovery, was based on simple mathematics and knowledge of momentum conservation, relating time, space, and relativity. In reality, many important tasks can be accomplished effortlessly once you cultivate this fundamental mindset and trust in ease and simplicity, allowing you to choose a path that requires less effort but yields better results. Entering the zone, a state of effortless flow. In the NBA, there's a player named Stephen Curry, known for his remarkable three-point accuracy. Before each game, he engages in an activity, casually shooting around the court. The purpose of this exercise is simply to get himself into the best possible state. This strategy is called getting into his zone, the zone. This zone enables you to live and work effortlessly while maximizing your efficiency. I've compiled some techniques from the book to help you enter your zone. Firstly, combine work and enjoyment. From a young age, we're taught suffer now, enjoy later, where children save candy for tomorrow, and adults finish important tasks before allowing themselves leisure, rest, or travel. However, when the time for enjoyment arrives, the initial anticipation often fades. This leads many to believe that work is suffering while leisure is joy. However, this isn't necessarily true. You can absolutely combine work and enjoyment. According to the author, the core principle of effortlessism is that work and enjoyment aren't mutually exclusive. If you don't find joy in your work or feel happiness in the process, it's challenging to work effortlessly. Therefore, we need to approach work with a playful mindset, creating joy for ourselves. One effective way to make work more engaging is to create rituals, small, meaningful actions that help you connect deeply with your tasks. For instance, Benjamin Franklin meticulously counted exactly 60 coffee beans every morning to brew his coffee, using it as a ritual to start his day with inspiration. Similarly, in ancient Rome, rituals were designed for everyday activities. For example, when a 21-year-old man shaved his beard for the first time, it was called offering the beard to the gods. An everyday action like shaving became a milestone with symbolic significance. But looking at today's fast-paced and stressful world, we often neglect traditional rituals, losing the joy of living and the fulfilling connection with our work. We tend to view work with a heavy, serious, and rigid attitude. So, invite joy into your work. This requires personal creativity. Find ways to make work more enjoyable. For instance, before I start reading and creating content for a book each week, I arrange a vase of flowers on my desk. The gentle fragrance and beauty of the flowers create a relaxing atmosphere, starting my week with inspiration. Another way to make work more engaging is to apply the habit prescription. The idea is to use a familiar action as a trigger to initiate a new one. For example, if you want to make reading more enjoyable, create a trigger. Each evening, when you sit in your chair, light a candle and put on some soft music, then pick up your book and start to read. When the first action, which brings pleasure and comfort, is performed, it serves as a trigger for the second action, creating a seamless chain. Once this habit is formed, you'll realize that things aren't as difficult as you thought. Secondly, Wu Wei, effective rest. Wu Wei translates to doing nothing. This doesn't suggest we stop working altogether, but rather, we should proactively create breaks during work to fully relax and rejuvenate. A famous American softball coach had a simple rule. He advised athletes not to overtrain before competitions, but rather, to arrive on time and play their hearts out. Excessive training or preparation can deplete energy. Actively relaxing and entering a state of Wu Wei is an effective way to restore energy. Dedicate mornings to your most important tasks, as this is when your energy levels are highest. Divide your work time into 3 sessions, each lasting no more than 90 minutes. This is based on the limited focus span of the brain, as efficiency declines after 90 minutes. You need to stand up and relax. Next, take short breaks between work sessions, stand up and walk around, stretch, drink water, eat some fruit, chat with someone, or simply take deep breaths to refresh your mind. Also, prioritize sleep. It's a valuable time to enter Wu Wei after a day's work. However, sleep deprivation is a common issue. Statistics show that, compared to 50 years ago, we sleep an average of 2 hours less per day due to evening entertainment and electronic devices. For better sleep, keep electronic devices out of reach before bed, take a warm bath to relax your body, or like me, soak your feet in warm water with sea salt. For more restful sleep, make sure you rest and unwind. If you don't get enough sleep at night, try to nap for 20 to 30 minutes during the day to restore your energy. Thirdly, higher gratitude and fire complaining. Clayton Christensen, a Harvard professor and author of The Innovator's Dilemma, introduced an interesting concept. Customers hire your product to perform a specific job. For instance, when someone buys a cup of coffee, they're essentially hiring it to quench their thirst, hiring it because it benefits them. Therefore, Christensen argues that when you sell a product, you need to consider why people want to hire it and what benefits it offers. Similarly, when you want what's best for yourself, ask whether negative emotions like resentment, frustration, and dissatisfaction are beneficial when you hire them. In reality, valuing fame, recognition, and striving relentlessly to achieve them can lead to heavy, joyless work, as your heart is burdened with anger, resentment, sadness, and anxiety. While indulging in these negative emotions may offer temporary relief, self-defense, or even intimacy through shared complaints, in the long run, they're detrimental. It's like hiring an employee who only sings your praises, offering temporary emotional value but contributing nothing substantial. Complaining only makes work more exhausting, preventing you from getting what you want and leading to more deprivation, creating a downward spiral. The author points out that life has two concentric circles. The inner circle represents what you have, while the outer circle represents what you lack. Focusing solely on the outer circle causes you to overlook the inner circle, the good things you possess. When your mind is obsessed with what you lack, you adopt a victim mentality. My boss makes things difficult, my colleagues don't help, my family doesn't understand, my friends aren't sincere. The inner circle shrinks until you feel you have nothing. Therefore, you need to fire these complaints, and the best solution is gratitude. Living with gratitude allows you to focus on the inner circle. By focusing on what you have, the outer circle of perceived lack gradually disappears, and you begin to acquire more. Gratitude breaks the downward spiral and sets you on an upward trajectory. If you constantly complain and think, "This work is too difficult, my life is terrible," your life will gradually deteriorate. People tend to validate their beliefs. If you believe everything is tiring, things will worsen, but if you believe things are getting better and you're progressing, you'll continue to improve. This is why I've created a gratitude practice group to encourage people to write gratitude journals daily. It's a highly effective method. When gratitude becomes a part of your life, you'll realize that nothing is too difficult, and the road ahead becomes lighter, easier, and enables you to grow stronger and happier. Fourthly, highly focused, do less and be more effective. A technical term in meteorology called a microburst describes a concentrated column of sinking air within a thunderstorm producing an outward burst of strong winds at the surface, can last 10 to 15 minutes with winds of 97 km per hour, with enough force to knock down tall trees. The author suggests we apply this principle to our work, dedicate only 10 to 15 minutes to concentrated focus to create a strong surge. If you have to write an important report, for example, start with the simplest thing. Sit down and get a pen and paper. After you have these tools, start a short draft. When you can focus everything on finishing this step, you can create a wave to get you into a state of flow. The tasks get both fun and simple. The author suggested that you can build a habit of concentration. Start with creating space. Give yourself only 2 minutes to find a quiet place and turn off your phone. Make sure there will be no distractions in the area and work on making sure your working space is in a place where you can clearly focus. Second, make sure you are relaxed. In 2 minutes, sit straight and breathe naturally. Work on rotating the shoulders and head while making sure you are relaxing the body. Third, relax the mind. Accept that thoughts and be mindful of their appearance and then let them fade. Fourth, give up hating. For the next 2 minutes, imagine that you are cutting connections with people who have hurt you and forgive them. Fifth, be mindful of gratitude. In the last 2 minutes, recall a moment you were grateful for in your life. Try to imagine the memory and breath while focusing on it. Consistent dedication to the tasks above help improve all areas of life. By learning and focusing, you can give yourself the gift of an improved quality of life. Fifth, stop putting unnecessary stress on yourself or others. Some years ago, I was someone that liked stressing over things and keeping hard, fast rules. I had goals to meet and I wanted to make them happen. Over the years, reading and connecting deeper with my mind, I was able to find a gentle rhythm and a way to function that allowed all great things to manifest before me. Without placing heavy expectations, being greedy or angry, or not thinking about things too much and simply existing, I was able to flow with great things in my life. From simple tasks like management or something like nurturing my children, things came together in my life in a beautiful way. The ability to manage and succeed in all aspects of life has helped grow and flourish. Please do not think that putting yourself in the hard places with set-in-stone rules set you up to win. Living life and allowing yourself to function with a gentle flow and a mind that allows life to be gentle. Life can always have challenges for us, so let us respond to life the best way possible. Dear friends, if life is already challenging, we must not make it harder. Allow yourself to slow down, to relax. A simple existence is what the heart truly yearns for. And please, stop stressing over how others perceive you and live your life. When busy, take a moment to release the tensions and stress, allow yourself to relax and enjoy your life. If you can live a carefree life, you have found success. Thank you for listening. If you have found this video helpful, please share with someone who it resonates with. Remember to press the like button and subscribe with notifications so you can be the first to know when we release our content each week. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.